Good morning all. I am here discussing the topic contract and agreement with reference to basic principle of contract. First we will see all the topics. First one is the introduction to contract. Second one is difference between agreement and contract. Third one is types of the contract, and last one is the essential elements of the valid contract. We will see one by one. First one is the introduction to the contract. Indian Contract Act 1872 is the main source of law regulating contracts in Indian law as subsequently amended. It determines the circumstances in which promise made by the parties to a contract shall be legally binding on them. All of us enter into the contract and number of contracts every day, knowingly or unknowingly. Here the word as the legally binding of the ham means right and duties arising to the parties in the contract whenever the parties enter in the contract. We daily enters in the many types of contract, like whenever we travel in the bus, otherwise in the train, at the time we enter in the contract knowingly or unknowingly. Each contract creates some rights and duties upon the contracting parties. Indian contract deals with the enforcement of these rights and duties upon the parties. Rights and duties enforceable towards the parties. In Indian Contract Act 1872, sections 1 to 75 came into force on 1st September 1872. It applies to the whole of India except the state of Jammu and Kashmir. It is not a complete and exhaustive law on all types of contracts. This Contract Act 1872, it is applied to only India, not Jammu and Kashmir. Definition of contract. Contract. What is contract? A contract is an agreement between two or more parties that is intended to be enforceable. Here the word enforceable means it is intention to create right and duties towards the parties. The intention must be to enter in the contract. A contract may be created by orally and writing. It includes electronic means or through a website. Nowadays the use of website is increasing day by day. So parties enter into contract by website also. By interference or conduct or by a combination of this all, the contract may in existence. Section 2H of this Act, Contract Act 1872, defines the term contract as any agreement enforceable by law. It's called contract. There are two essentials of this Act is agreement and second one is enforceability. All the agreement which are enforceable by law, it means right and duties arises towards the parties, it is called enforceability, and whenever this enforceability is present in the agreement, it converts in the contract. Section 2A defines the agreement as every promise and every set of promises forming the consideration of each other is called agreement. Agreement and contract difference. A contract is an agreement between parties that is legally enforceable by law, and a contract is enforceable by law while an agreement may not be enforceable by law. Agreement is sum of promise and offer. Let us see what is offer. Offer is given, the definition of his offer is given in section 2A of the Contract Act. It is when a person made a proposal, when he signifies to another his willingness to do or to abstain from doing something, it is called offer. The person A signifies his willingness to do something or abstain means not to do something. At that time the person A is giving offer to someone. Second is promise. According to section 2B, when a person made a proposal to another to whom proposal is made, if proposal is assented thereto, at that time the person is making the promise. Example, whenever the person A has given offer to B and B has replied in positive way at the time, that promise is converted, that offer is converted in the promise. Here is the agreement. Agreement is equal to offer plus acceptance. Whenever offer is accepted, it converts in a promise and it converts in an agreement. Here we can see that this is the portion, it is agreement, this is the portion, it is the legal obligation, and whenever the agreement and the legal obligation combines, it converted in a contract. Here we can see from this diagram all the contracts are agreement. This portion it is the agreement, this is the agreement, and this all is agreement, and this is the contract. This all contracts are agreement, but all agreements are not contract. This is the portion, it is not considered as a contract. Contract is equal to agreement plus enforceability before law. There are various types of contract. First one is valid contracts. Valid contract. First one is absolute contract. Second one contingent contracts. Section 31 to 36 of Contract Act. Express contract. And fourth one is implied contract or quasi contract. It is given under this act. Section 68 to 72. First one is valid contract. If all the conditions are fulfilled, it is called as valid contract. All the condition of the valid contract is fulfilled at the time, it is called as valid contract. Second one is contingent contract, and a contract to do or not to do something if an event is correlated, does or doesn't happen. Example, it is called as, otherwise called as conditional contract. Whenever A has put on some condition and whenever that condition fulfill, at that time B have to perform something, that type of contract is called as contingent contract. Second one is except contract. When contracts are either in written form or in oral form, it is called as express contract. Fourth one is implied contract. When contracts are neither in writing or in oral, at that time that type of contract is called implied contract. Example, the person A has given some goods like oil tin to the person B for only care of, and B has used all that goods. At the time it is implied contract because B has entered in that contract knowingly or unknowingly. At the time this contract must be executed under the Contract Act. The next one is absolute contract. A contract which is not dependent on fulfillment of any condition. Whenever there is no conditions, at the time it is called as absolute contract. There are other types, that is the invalid contracts. First one is valid contract, void contracts. Void contract is void. Example is void ab initio, it becomes void. Second one, voidable contracts, illegal contracts, and unenforceable contract. Invalid contracts are contract, and a contract if any one condition is not fulfilled. There are some conditions to have enforceable contract, but any one condition is not fulfilled at the time it is invalid contracts is void and void ab initio. An agreement which is not valid from the beginning. Example, the contract with the minors. The minors contracts are void ab initio if any one person has contracted with the minors. That type of contract is void ab initio contracts. It becomes void. Void contract, definition of void contract, an agreement which is valid in the beginning but due to some supervening impossibility the contract becomes void. This type of contract is in primarily there are valid contracts. This type of contract resembles as a valid contract, but at the option of the party, whenever party says that, party declares that any one essential condition is missing, at the time that contract becomes void. Example, there is a contract between A and B, and B's consent was taken by coercion. Whenever that party B declares that there is coercion is present in that contract, at that time the contract becomes void. Next one is voidable contract. A contract which is valid until avoided by either of the party. Any option, any condition is present, but until or unless it is avoided by the parties, the contract becomes legal contract or enforceable contract, but it comes under voidable contracts whenever the parties declare that condition is present. Illegal contracts, an agreement is forbidden by law. Law has given some list. The type of contracts are forbidden by law, and at that time that type of contract is considered as a illegal contract. Unenforceable contract, it is valid, but due to some technical defect, the contract becomes void. In case the facts are removed, the contract is enforceable. Example, lack of registration is there, lack of signature is there. Whenever the party signature is missing or registration is missing, at the time the contract is unenforceable, and whenever the condition is fulfilled, it becomes enforceable contract. Other type of contracts are there. First one is executed contract, second one executory, unilateral contracts, and bilateral contracts. Executed contracts, in a contract where both the parties have performed their obligation, there is remaining nothing to perform. Example, A and B have contracted to sell to A have contract to B to sell his car, and on a execution day, A have given the position to B of his car, and B has given the consideration 2 lakhs to A at that time. So that contract is executed contract because there is nothing remain to perform from the parties. Second one is executory contract. In a contract where both parties are yet to perform their obligation. In first case, as I said, A has contacted to B to sell a car, but A have given the position of the car, but B have given only half payment. Otherwise, from 2 lakhs only 1 lakh is given, and 1 lakh is paid in the next month. At that time, there is something to be performed in the future. That type of contract is called as executory contract. Next one is unilateral contract. In a contract, one party has performed his obligation and other person is yet to perform his obligation. This is called as unilateral contract. Bilateral contract, in a contract where both the parties have performed their obligations. Bilateral and executory are the same and interchangeable contract. Executory contract is otherwise called as bilateral contract. Now next is the essential elements of the contracts. There are 10 essential elements of the contract. It is given in the 6 and 10. Essential elements, first one is the proper offer and proper acceptance must be there at the time whenever the parties enter in the contract. There must be an agreement based on lawful offer made by person to another and lawful acceptance of that offer made by the latter. Whenever A is offering to B and B is giving acceptance, at the time that acceptance and then offer must be lawful. Second one is lawful consideration. An agreement to form a valid contract should be supported by consideration. Consideration means something in return. Whenever A is giving something, otherwise selling something or purchasing something, there must be consideration, means something must be in return. If there is no consideration, there is no contract. Contract becomes void if there is no consideration. Competency of the contract. Section 11 of this act states that every person is competent to contract who is of the age of majority according to law and who is of the sound mind and is not disqualified by law to which he is subject. There are three competencies. First one is the person must be major by law. He must completed 18 years of the age. Second one, who is of the sound mind, person must not have unsound mind. Third one is person must not declare disqualified by the law. Insolvent person, example, insolvent person is declared disqualified by law, and if there is a contract between major person or insolvent person, at that time the contract is void. If any contract is with the minor, at that time the contract is void ab initio contract. So there must be competency. The person must be major, the person must be sound mind, and the person must be qualified by law. Fourth one element is free consent. Free consent must be present. Mere consent is not enough. Consent of the parties must be free. It must not have been obtained by first one, coercion, fraud, mistake, undue influence and misrepresentation. If any element is present in the contract, at the time there is no free consent, and if there is no free consent, there is no contract. Fifth one element, enforceability by law. A contract in order to be valid must be enforceable by law. Which element distinguished agreement and contract? It means enforceability by law. It means there must be a rights and duties towards the parties whenever it is existence of the contract. Sixth element, agreement not declared void or illegal. A void agreement is not enforceable by law. Agreements opposed to the public policy, like example, restraint of trade, restraint of marriage, restraint of legal proceedings. These all are not declared. These all are declared void by the law. Seventh element, intention to create legal relationship. An agreement which creates legal relationship are the contract. Intention must be clear. The intention must be to create legal relationship. Example, an invitation to a dinner does not create any legal relationship, therefore it is not contract. If a person has given invitation to be for lunch or dinner, at that time it is not called as a contract because the intention is not to create legal relationship. Eighth one important element is certainty. The terms of contract should be clear. The contract must not be vague. The certainty, it means whenever the parties is entering the contract, the terms must be clear. Ninth element, legal formalities must be writing and registration. Oral contract is valid contract, however the contract must be in writing or registered form. Example, contract under sale, lease, transfer of property, mortgage, memorandum and article of association of the company. 10th and important element is possibility to perform. Contract must be capable of being performed. Example, A promises to share with B 50% of the treasure if B creates a treasure by magic. Such agreements are incapable of performance and therefore void. Here if B creates a treasure by magic, the magic is impossibility to perform. So this type of contract is involved. This type of contract is a void contract. Thank you. This is all for the agreement and contract.